Welcome, Part 3, June 19th, 2009, continuing forward. Now, I want to make it as clear as possible that I am not saying 100% or 99% any of this is actually going to unfold. However, there is too much evidence and momentum to ignore the possibility that you could find yourself in hell and destruction. I'm beyond the point of trying to argue with people. I can argue and holler and I can throw a temper tantrum, but what's it going to solve? Trying to argue with people that don't want to wake up or disagree with you. I actually don't give a damn what people think. When it comes down to it, I've told people in D.C. that thought they were very important to go to hell when they were wrong. Or ignore them. Focus. You have a mission and objectives. If everyone else is falling apart, all the drama, the bitching and arguing, you have an objective, and your life and your family should be above anything else. You don't want to live in regret if you have a social collapse, a financial collapse. I've seen that in parts of the world. They've studied it, people. They have studied every little detail for decades, compiled it, and they've reversed engineered it. It doesn't mean that I don't have compassion for humanity who refuses to wake up, but what it does mean, I have to put my family first. And I'm responsible for that decision. I'm responsible for these people. I'm responsible for everyone in my house, in my home. I have an obligation and a sense of duty. You don't want to find yourself in regret because you failed to be decisive during the pre-incident period. And the pre-incident period is closing. And I have observed there can be a domino effect if one pre-incident for one wildfire closes and creates a critical incident or a series of critical incidents. It can manifest into a major critical incident. And then you've got chaos that exceeds your imagination. Mental toughness is going to be required from all of us. Being able to keep your emotions in check. Rage, fear, either one can destabilize you. You don't want to have to respond in a tactical situation to hostile threats with weapon systems or firearms with their intent to use them against you if you are blinded by rage or impaired by fear. You're going to have difficulty responding. The military and law enforcement's heard this. You fall back on training. Not everybody in 300 million people have had the training. Therefore, it's going to be more important for those that have never been trained professionally by certified instructors to keep your cognitive, being your thoughts and your thinking stable, and your affective being your emotional status. You're going to have to be able to remain stable when it is very difficult to. It's not easy to have violent civilians or marauders that want to burn you out of your home or wherever you're at or try to breach your security. And they have weapons. It sure as hell is difficult if you haven't had security forces with high technology confronting you. I don't think any reasonable person wakes up and says, I think I would be in a perimeter, in a grid with incoming artillery. I don't think most people wake up and say, I need some excitement in life. I don't think that, and I'm being facetious. But these are things you'll have to probably tolerate and overcome. You don't want to be in a bombing grid or sorties. It's going to intimidate some people if the Abrams rolled down your street. There's not enough heavy armor to be in every city and community in this country, even with the NATO. But for those of you that see and hear and experience ordinances for the first time in your perimeter or in the distance, it will probably make you stand back and assess. And it'll challenge you. Remember, intestinal fortitude and self-discipline and self-motivation hopefully will give you a foundation to work from there on your response plans, your tactical response plans. And not everybody has any business in a combat engagement. Some of you will be better and more suited for a support role, or just if you really are that uncomfortable and you have made plans to evacuate or evade or relocate, then please have at least one more backup plan, maybe two, because things go wrong. In open warfare, what can go wrong does go wrong, and you need a backup plan to the backup plan. Arrogance will get you killed, and excess fear will get you killed. And no matter how sophisticated your weapon system is, you're responsible for the usage and application of that weapon system to the best of your level consistently. And this has to attach to your weapon system, your brain. I'm not an instructor. I'm not coming across as an instructor in firearms. I'm trying to tell you some basic essentials of application. There are some people out there that are very, very skilled, combat proven, and certified. I have had my family in firearms training only by civilian or law enforcement or military certified instructors for their chosen weapon system. I was not qualified. I'm bringing that up because I put the safety of my family above myself. I wanted them to have something above my training and skills. Again, I'm deeper in the administrative and strategic concept of this. And my family has confidence that they have a fair shot. Well, that's not probably. They have a fair opportunity to defend themselves, should that ever happen. Now, I want to make sure we're in the direction I want to take these videos. I am not implying. Let me get the phone and we'll start the next one.